Hello there, and welcome to the Feats and Fables 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons streaming game just for adventurers like you. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts by searching for Feats and Fables. If you want to watch us live and chat with us, join us on Twitch from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday nights at Feats and Fables. I'm Paige Lightman, the DM, and I'd like to welcome you to Aglarond. Aglarond is a peaceful pastoral. Our heroes are part of the Forester, elite scouts and rangers charged with defending Aglarond's borders from the evil fascist nation of Thay. Our heroes are heading towards Singing Sands, racing Thay to try and recover an ancient elven artifact. The Red Wizards of Thay wish to warp the artifact for their own evil ends. Currently, our heroes in the mountains of eastern Aglarond heading to a dwarven settlement to seek their aid in finding a shortcut to the Singing Sands. Let's meet our heroes. We have Victor Toussaint, a human eldritch knight fighter played by Ron Frankie.
Currently under a giant bug.
We have Wildfire, a fire genasi evoker wizard played by Joe Streaky.
All I'm saying is that fireballs are going to make it very easy to get to 40 kills. Very easy.
We have Ross, a lizard folk Drake Warden ranger played by Coda of Kodab Games.
Hello, everyone.
We have Mira, a water genasi Circle of the Seamount druid played by Dr. Andrew Wong.
I just got a paper rejected and I'm ready to kill a lot of bugs.
And then we have Silvio, a Satyr College of Eloquence bard played by Ben Heisler.
Here to bravely face against the insects.
Who is also wearing our cosplay award winning our cosplay award of the evening.
I'd like to thank all of you for joining us for our 20th stream of the Heroes of Aglarond.
Woo!
I'm also happy to announce that we're going to do a bonus stream on Saturday, December 18th as part of the Georgia Blue Beholder benefit. We'll be able to tell you the exact time closer to the event. And while it will be a standalone episode, it may give you a glimpse into the origins of your favorite characters.
And the Georgia Blue Beholder benefit is open to everyone. We'll put the link in chat. So, previously on Feats and Fables, our heroes talked to some friendly Galebdur who seemed to believe that Victor was one of them. Some gnomish berry pickers indicated the local dwarves are in the middle of a 40 ogres summer. Apparently, the ogres attack the dwarves most summers when the weather is nice, and any dwarf who can kill 40 of them becomes a clan hero. With summer comes the bugs, and apparently the bugs in Aglarond this time of year are really aggressive. So let's go to our heroes. So let's change the music. We left in the middle of a combat, and it was up to Victor.
All right, I will attempt to gain a greater amount of resonance with my fancy magic sword by killing a bug with it.
Let's do it.
I will great weapon fight and get a 22. That window looks different than I remember. For 22 slashing damage, I believe a 22 hits if I can remember a week back.
That was a lifetime ago, but 22 hits. I live! That is a very looking bug.
All right, your reward will be to be attacked a second time.
A second time!
Aww.
Your reward for living is paid.
I only got a 12 out of the gate, but I will spend the bardic inspiration that Silvio granted me to make that a 17.
17 hits.
Excellent. For 23 additional damage.
All right, with that, you sever the bug right at the thorax, and it goes splurch, falls to the ground, spraying slightly used blood and bug guts all over.
'Let's see.
Am I? Is Ross covered in bug guts now?
You were under the world's worst pinata.
Ugh.
And then I shall move back, attempting to protect the more feeble members of our group, since these bugs can fly pretty much wherever they wish.
It's true. All right, this is bug number red. Bzzz. I have like a 60-foot fly, something ridiculous.
Show it off, why don't you?
Yes, I'm gonna.
I could have a 60-foot fly. I just don't wanna.
Oh, could you? Could you really?
Yes, good.
I mean, I could have a 60-foot fly. I just don't wanna. I'd rather save those slots for Fireball.
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, Wildfire, I have bad news.
What? I hate bad news.
You are exactly 60 feet away from the bug. So it zooms over the wall of fire and dive bombs and attacks Wildfire with great gusto.
I'd like to point out that I have a readied spell for when a new bug came into vision, because I couldn't see either of them with a wall of fire.
This is true. Tell me about it.
I would like to proudly announce that I am casting Vicious Mockery. So the red one can give unto me a
Wisdom save.
It's the
Here
pride
comes
that
2
truly
points of
makes it
damage.
vicious.
Oh, yes! So we're a number between 2 and 8 points of damage. Hold on to your butts.
My heart is aflutter with excitement. A flutter! A flutter, chat! A flutter! 7 points of damage!
Right in the cloaca.
Whack of the cloaca. All right.
Alright,
The bug seems unimpressed.
I did my 7 points.
Okay.
Have a smoke.
Excellent. In that case, the bug is going to attack Wildfire with a beaky proboscis. Here is my beaky proboscis. And then come the legs.
Your proboscis.
So Paige, I have a treat for this bug because it is choosing to attack a target that is not me within 5 feet of me. And
Okay.
How dare it? How dare it? Russ will see that it is going for Wildfire and bring his longsword down on its squishy back. I'm gonna go squishy back.
It's not squishy. It actually has
Definitely
a wheel
squishy back.
heel on its back.
You can't convince me otherwise because I rolled a 20.
You didn't roll a 20. You got a 20. But 20 will hit. I am at disadvantage, so I only had a 15 to hit Wildfire Joe. I don't know if you still want a shield. All right, I will take 11 slashing.
Yes, a 15 is my AC, so I do still want a shield. Yes, thank you.
Okay, but that'll now miss with that first
Correct.
proboscis. All right, so now I have 4 claws. Do I have advantage or disadvantage for any reason?
No, it's just the first attack, the disadvantage.
Yeah, because of the vicious mockery. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks.
Nothing.
Joe?
They all bounce off my shield.
All right,
Ooh.
you are so lucky. Mira,
He's not lucky, he's good.
and my dice are bad.
So Mira
Bad, I
can't,
say.
Mira can't see the yellow bug, right? But
Yes,
She can
unless
try.
you drop the wall of fire.
nah, you know what? Today I'm feeling inspired. So I'm gonna use my point of inspiration. I'm gonna grope around with my tentacle over there.
Sounds like a lot of my dating life.
And actually, let me make sure I have the correct thing clicked over here. The other thing and the other thing. All right, that is clicked. I'm gonna click this button. Reach out. Try and reach out and touch someone. Okay, that's like a 21 to tentacle somebody.
A 21 will hit, I think, everyone here.
Yes.
Maybe not Victor.
That particular bug is about to enjoy 7 points of tentacle damage.
I enjoy them.
But more importantly, I will also bring it right up against that wall.
Oh, you're casting this on yellow.
Yes.
You cannot see yellow, darling.
So, but I can blind fire with the disadvantage, no?
Sure.
That's what I did. I was
Oh,
inspired.
the 21 with this. Oh, got it. I
Yes.
see. I see entirely. All right. Yes, you pull it into the wall. It makes very unhappy bug-like noises. I don't really know what those are, but
Let me see how much unpleasantness it will now enjoy. Let's see here.
I like to imagine it sounds a lot like Baxter Stockman,
who's that?
the bug mutant from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was a deep cut.
Yeah, I only know the turtles.
Yeah, that was really
All right.
So it will enjoy some fire damage because it entered the wall.
Your fire damage, sir.
So 5d8 corresponds to 28 points of mid-ocean ridge vent damage.
All right.
Ooh.
Nice. All right. The bug is making a very unpleasant smell now. Anything else?
That is all for now.
All right, Ross. You are in Bug Central, sir.
Well,
You are spoiled for choice on bugs.
now, Paige, I need your ruling on this because I'm
Okay.
not entirely certain how it works. So, in a previous round, I used a bonus action to give Goose a command to guard Silvio, i.e., take ready in action to attack anything that comes close enough to Silvio.
Okay.
Is that going to persist until it happens, or if I don't give Goose a turn, she only takes guard? Or if I don't give her a command?
I'd have to look at the rules for Drake Warden. I think, and I'll have to look at it here on the break or something,
Okay.
that the rules say that if you don't give her a command, she goes to dodge, basically.
Sure. Okay.
So, if that's what they say, then let's do that.
Okay. I think that's right. I just wasn't sure if they would persist from round to round.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to rage.
You get mad.
I get
Real mad.
You know what I don't like is being showered with
Bug goo?
guts. Now, granted, a lot of that rage is probably Victor's fault, but I'm going to take it out on the bugs.
Yeah, you have deep conditioning not to take it out on Victor. That's a real life choice there.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to take my swing. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
The bug red.
Give me some damage. You slice into its soft abdomen for 15 points of damage.
Oh, but that's not it. Because as I do,
That's not all you
Goose
need.
brings down the acidic saliva
Oh.
for
2 points.
2 points.
All right. She spits a long stream of acid at the bug on your command. Anything else?
Unfortunately, I've used my bonus and my action, and I don't really need to go anywhere, so I'm happy.
All right. I want you to be happy. All right. So this is bug number yellow. Ow! I'm in a wall. I'm going to move to here. I am actually 5 feet above you. And then I'm going to attack you. Mainly because, well, I can move to
Rude.
here. Yeah, I'm going to move to here. And then I'm going to attack Mira.
No!
Here is Mabiki Proboscis.
Well, I mean, once again, it has chosen not to attack me.
That's fine. And here are my 4 clawsies.
All right.
Oof. 4? That looks like 5.
The first one was the Proboscis.
Oh. Man. All right, well, only the two of the claws hit.
Well, that is certainly a clause for alarm. You may add up the damage. I leave that as an exercise for the interested role player.
Math is hard.
Let's go to mall.
All right. So as the bug moves, Ross swings at it, and his blade whistles under it as it dodges out of the way. Silvio.
So, riddle me this. Are the 2 bugs still flying 5 feet above us?
Yes.
Perfect. I am going to scoot back a little bit, and then I'm going to play a little ditty. They will give me dex saves against fairy fire.
Dex saves against fairy fire. We can do it, Hugin. Come on.
Ooh, fairy fire.
Come on, Hugin. We can do it. Here's number red. Yes. And here is number yellow. You're going to get glitter all over your face.
Ooh, I don't know who... It's not telling me who did it, but we have just gotten a player inspiration from the...
Ooh.
Nice!
Woo!
Alrighty. I will
That
make
is
sure
good.
they need to use it. All right. Number red saved, but number yellow did not. Somehow number yellow already has a marker on it, and I no longer remember what it was for. I think it was dodging. All right, fairy fire. Blam. There you go.
Excellent. I will scoot back. You know what? I am going to continue my move and end up over here by Victor because being too far away means that the rest of the party can't save me. And I am very keen on being saved. And then Sylvia will reach out and say, Victor, yes, get in there and, do what you do. I meant to mute myself and I turned off my camera instead. You know what to do.
It's a good thing you're cute. I do want to point out that there's a wall on the field.
Yeah, it's a wall of fire.
Okay, I'm just pointing out that you have options. There's a wall on the field. I know how Sylvia feels about walls.
Look, I'm an earthbender, okay? Like, this whole firewall is not my whole shtick.
Sylvia is not an earthbender.
You say that. I'm going to take 3 levels of monk and get the monk elements so that I can just prove you wrong.
I await this character path with bated breath. All right, wildfire.
Let's see. Well,
Ooh,
got both of these guys in my face.
While wildfire.
Wildfire.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
while you are thinking, I can't help but notice, Paige, that a bug did move within range of Goose. Does her ready to action? Oh no, because damn,
She's been guarding since.
Curses! Sorry.
Womp womp.
Mira will say to Wildfire, especially since he's right next to him, whatever you're doing, you should definitely take a step or two back. It's too late to save Ross, but for what I have next, you're not going to be in the way.
It's too late to save Ross. Overheard in D&D, it's too late to save Ross.
Well, Wildfire will take his kind friend Mira's suggestion to heart and take a disengage action and get the F out of Dodge.
I mean, I would be concerned, but I'm not entirely certain that my adrenaline-filled lizard brain can process that statement at the moment.
What could go wrong? Literally nothing.
Move on out of there.
There's a withdrawal. That's a withdraw, Joe?
That's a withdraw. Yeah, I take my action to withdraw.
All right. See you later, alligator. Victor.
All right. I will, with a little bit of hesitancy, move close to where Wildfire vacated. But
Mira gives you a nod. That's okay.
Right. I will practice my upswing. I'll use my personal inspiration that I earned prior to the show, and I will great weapon fight number red.
I would like to point out for our at-home audience that the pre-game inspiration was given for Silvio Sass. At Silvio. It was good.
Undeserved.
Undeserved?
I believe 19 is a success.
Yes, I am just a bug.
All right.
And this is number red, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I will take 17 points of damage. I'm fine. By that I mean I'm very bloody.
All right.
Actually, we're both bloody.
Great weapon fight again at him. I will have lots of faith in the D8 that Silvio gives me.
Oh, no.
But that is fine. I will...
You get to keep it. I mean, it doesn't go away.
Yes, it is double fine. I get to keep the inspiration, and I will utilize fighter-only tricks, and I will action surge.
Woohoo!
And I'll just keep swinging.
Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging.
Wow.
5 is not going to do it, though.
That's, I mean, I'll try the D8. 12? No. All right. My final swing.
15 hits.
All right. Let's try and put this bug out of its misery.
Well, you certainly put it out of your misery as you slice it in half,
Ooh.
and the pieces fall to the ground, still twitching.
Gross.
Luckily, not on Ross, because apparently that's where he draws the line.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
All right. I will post up on the bug for what it's worth. I'm
Okay.
done. Oh, no.
This
time-
Does she have a bonus action attack for killing something?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Thank you for keeping me honest.
Thank you.
Bam.
Oh,
And
You have advantage to hit that one.
I'm going
Ron?
to swing again. I might get a crit.
Yep.
I did not. But still.
Yeah. You always
But
check.
still.
18 slashing damage, I think. That also murderates that bug.
All
No.
right.
You are alone on the battlefield.
maybe Ross will live another day.
I'll use my short rest. Or my my
Second wind.
second wind.
I mean, Paige, I'm going to once I calm down a little bit and do my breathing exercises, get started in actually taking some bits of chitin.
Okay, sure. You harvest up some bug parts.
Mira will actually poke among these neatly dissected bugs
Mm-hmm.
and see if she finds anything like, in their stomachs or anything really just about them. She's very curious. What's up with these bugs?
Okay. You think that they look like assassin bug? Like very large. Let me put another picture of them on there. Like very large versions of a standard true bug, Hemiptera assassin bug. There we go.
Gross.
And they have this distinctive keel on their back that is typical of true bugs. They look like one of the famed monsters of this part of Aglarond, where some critters just grow up to unusual size. Normally they're like an inch long.
So we're thinking this was bad luck rather than like war beasts of the giants and
Oh
ogres.
yeah.
All right.
Just someone we ran into.
And in addition to what Ross picks off, is there a specific part of the bug that we know we could turn in as proof of death?
I mean, you can always take the heads. They have kind of let me put the thing back up there again. They have these narrow, beaky faces with a long proboscis that they stab into things to feed. So you can see the face right there.
Are they
Okay.
particularly valuable for anything?
No.
You got any more of those pixels for this image?
You know what? It's meant to be a token, not a sassy goat.
Buh.
Even if they're not particularly valuable, it might be nice to present the dwarves with as big a stack of heads as possible.
Sure.
When we meet them. So
And with that, Ross will begin to dissect the head. Well, no, dissect the head from the body.
I mean, you just kind of crack it off. It's not like you have to deal with an internal skeleton.
Work the head, you fool! Work the head.
Maybe they have some kind of bounty. So
yeah. And then I guess we'll
head out. Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Well-
I don't think we're gonna take a short rest. I don't know why we would not just keep going.
I was hoping we might be able to enjoy a few minutes longer by this lovely wall.
It is nice and warm. Like, it's a pretty day. Like, the temperature's probably 75 degrees, but low humidity and kind of breezy, which doesn't make it warm.
75 is hitting Ross's probably lower limit of tolerable.
Yep.
Yeah, we're still all in pretty good shape. I'm a little beat up, but we can probably keep going. We don't need to spend an hour doing nothing, basically.
Okay. No short rest it is.
Is anyone else take any significant damage?
I have some damage on me, but what could go wrong?
That's true.
I am also scuffed up, but it should be fine.
Excellent.
What could also go wrong?
All right. Well, you travel for the remainder of the day, and you're getting towards sunset, so it's 7 o'clock perhaps. And ahead of you, you hear crashing sounds and shouts. They're far enough away where it's hard to make words out of the shouts, but they're very low, grumbly voices shouting.
All right. Well, Ross's sword is out.
Yeah, I'll have my longbow out. I wonder if there's any way we can maybe get a owl's eye view of the situation.
I wonder how we would accomplish that. It's really hard to be sure.
Who would help us?
Point of inspiration for the sailor.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to send Hewitt out to go take a look.
Hewitt can do it. All right, so Hewitt goes to look over the battlefield. And ahead of you, you see some old stone walls. And you see a passel of dwarves fighting against 3 ogres. So, just as a note to both my players and our watchers, Aglarond has a bumper crop of weird types of trolls and ogres. However, I don't have artwork for all of them. That is the monster manual picture of an ogre. So the ogres you will see will have different shapes and colors, and that will indicate to you what kind of ogre it is. Okay.
Mira
Sorry, I
says,
did not WYSIWYG all the critters as appropriate.
Mira says, I feel like if we really just provided comprehensive family planning services to these ogres and trolls, we really wouldn't be facing this bumper crop issue each season.
Yes. So these ogres are flailing around huge chains, like one link is like that big, and they're flailing them around like within 20 feet of them. So it's a pretty it's a lot of brute force to move that much metal around, and they're flailing them around, and the dwarves are having to duck under them and jump over them, and it looks like the officer, and you could only surmise that this might be an officer because their plate is washed and looks more fancy.
Oh, plate, you say?
Yes, is lying on the ground, stone cold dead. Like you can see that the plate is back, and nobody can survive that.
That's what happens to commanders, we found.
It's so true. So true. But the dwarves seem like they are in desperate battle against them. You are coming. Wait, I should probably put on this map too.
Yeah. We're just watching from afar.
I was about to say, we can wait until they're like pretty hurt, and then we can come in for the kill steal and add that to our pile.
Yeah, let me know.
Just pass the popcorn.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. All I'm going to say is it's a real good thing that they're ogre chain rollers and not goblin chain rollers, because there's only like 1 toughness on all these guys on the field, and it would just be a board wipe, and that would be real bad for the dwarf player.
Super bad. Super bad.
Oh, that's a magic joke.
Yes, it is.
All right, so y'all are over there. So these look like the remains of 2 probably 50-foot high ends of an arch or something that has certainly been destroyed. It looks really old. It's got moss growing on it, so it's been there for a while. This is a wall that's approximately 20 feet high. It's been crushed in a couple places, and again, it doesn't look like new damage. There's like plants and bushes and trees growing up through the rocks that have been mashed into the ground.
So we can see the battle through these like holes in the walls. What
You
you're saying?
can, and you can skate. You can get through the wall by these holes in the wall. It is difficult terrain, which means it'll take twice your normal move to get through it.
I know that you said there's moss growing up the framework and the wall. Is the destruction old?
Yeah, the destruction's old.
Okay.
Like the tumbled down rocks that are lying on the ground have moss growing on them.
Got it. Okay.
What would you like to do? If we're gonna wait, how long are we gonna wait?
Oh no, we're not waiting. We're going.
Just time it.
Victor, do you want to get up there faster?
Actually, I'm pretty good with my bow, so it might benefit Ross to get there faster.
Hey, Ross, do you want to get there faster?
What did you have in mind?
I would like to supplement your great skills of athleticism and allow you to, despite what our GM thought earlier, I would like to prove her wrong, which is between the worlds, by giving you a fly speed of 60 feet.
Have I heard me wrong about anything?
Because he said earlier that he could get a fly speed, and you said no, he couldn't. And then I said that he could, and you said show me. And now I'm going to show
He
you.
cannot auto-generate a fly speed.
Yes,
Sure, I can.
After your challenge is laid down, it's not how this works. I still win.
That's no.
And Paige, I can auto-generate a fly speed. I just have to ask my good friend Silvio. There, auto-generated.
I was sure you were gonna say I just have to leap off a mountainside.
I mean, I can also fall with quite some style.
Yes.
All right.
So as you watch, the middle ogre flicks her chain at one of the dwarves, clearly braining her and knocking her back, her neck lying at an odd angle.
So once I get the fly spell cast on me, I will look to Victor for the go-ahead.
Yeah, we're going into initiative as soon as possible.
Okay, how about now?
I cast fly and then give him inspiration, and then now.
Faster would be better. Hang on.
Ooh, Ross, you can use that inspiration for faster initiative if you want. It'd be kind of a waste. Unless it saved the lives of a dwarf. Who knows?
Well, seeing as how I've rolled an 8,
Ugh.
I gotta really, once again, if I'm going to be flying in there, have to do this right. Ross begins to, get back into the leaping position, like a coiled spring. Like a coiled spring.
Sprang.
It's strange. I told it to give advantage on my initiative, and it didn't. So I'm going to. I'm starting my inspiration that you just gave me on initiative.
Noted.
The goblin grenade.
That's
Okay.
more like it.
Dwarf. All right. Oh my God, the dwarves are going fast. Alrighty. So
All the slow ones are dead.
yeah, I bet. Silvio, you feel impelled to act.
Alright, so now I'm gonna pick out spells for like 5 minutes, guys. No, I'm
I
gonna.
swear, I will just skip you.
That is what love is in this house. I will just skip you.
So, one of the first times Ben and I ever played D&D together, killed my character. It just set an expectation that is still true to this day.
Right, and now Ben and Paige just constantly look for ways to kill each other's D&D characters.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. But nor do we cut them a particle of slack.
Article. So I'm going to inspire Victor, and then I'm going to dash and turn. Just seem to be measuring for where I'm ending up.
Okay. The dwarves swarm around the ogres. They're desperate. Who's here speaks dwarven?
Oh god, don't swarm, you dwarves. You make my math complicated.
Geometry.
I do not speak Dwarven.
All right,
That's
they're shouting in Dwarven. They do not appear to have noticed you. All right, Wildfire.
I gotta do some additional math. Give me a second. This 20 feet? 20 feet. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic.
so
a peanut
about-
is neither a pea nor a nut.
About
Like-
that local sports team.
Is this how it feels like when I take the slow turns? Everybody has to, pause.
I gotta verify I'm not
or-
gonna kill any dwarves with my fireball. Ben.
So, what's the over/under and how many dwarves he's going to kill with his fireball?
Exactly one, I guess, because they really fucked it up.
I'm saying 2, at least 2.
I'm guessing 2.
Do
Need
you
to edge this one out.
Do you think we can blame the fireball on the ogres?
Then I'll edge this one out, okay.
We can say these weird bugs shot fireballs. Luckily, we killed them all.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Paige, so I will emanate from this current square that I'm pointing at.
Oh
And-
shit.
It's 20 feet, it's a 20 feet radius. So it will include these 4 dwarves, but not this dwarf.
At least 2.
And 4 is the right number of dwarves to include.
Is it?
Yes,
Is
because
it
I can
really?
protect 4 dwarves.
Oh.
Does that get all 3 of the ogres?
It gets all 3 of the ogres. This
Do you have to be
ogre,
able to see the dwarves?
this ogre, this ogre. Well, I mean, I cast it 10 feet up in the air.
So this wall is 2 feet high,
Sure.
and I'm just saying, do you have to see the people to protect them?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I don't know.
But
Rob, you may have a point of inspiration for originally asking that question.
if he moves to he can move to here, right? And then he can see.
That I can see. So I need to be
You
able to
can-
see all the dwarves.
Is that right, Paige? Can you?
Maybe.
I just need to be able to see them, right? So,
Yeah, that'll do it.
because this guy's edged out. Yes, okay. So to make, for plausibility's sake, right, he was flying over here, so I can actually get the eye line that I need
Sure.
to understand where I am. So then I move to here,
Mhm.
and then I drop a fireball on all of these jerks. So I walk forward, magic streaming about me, and I kind of send an initial wave of magic forward that kind of washes over the battlefield and kind of covers the 4 dwarves in kind of a sparkling magical shell. As the fireball then releases from my hand and explodes in the air behind Orange Ogre.
All right, there is a cry of
Excitement for Kurgosh subscribing.
Play some music.
This is good dwarf music, but let's get music going.
But can you dance to it?
It's hard to. Dwarven dancing is pretty interesting. Yay, Kurgosh! Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
And I think we're done here.
Dance. It's good for us though. All right, dwarves.
Nope, fireball.
Fireball. Sure. I will save. And I will save with advantage because I'm an Aglarondian mountain ogre.
Oh,
Oh,
All right, so this is one. This is the northern one. This is the middle one, and this is the southern one.
oh, they all make it.
damn.
Hurts my soul.
I'm so sorry.
13 points of fiery damage.
Yep, 13 points of fiery damage, all of them.
All right. They the
You did your best.
ogres cry out in pain, and the dwarves give a ragged shout of exultation as they find themselves unharmed.
Yay.
Victor.
All right. I shall move to here. I already have my longbow in hand, so I will attack with it. Here we go. And I will sharpshoot. which will both mean that the that the ogres have cover and or they don't get benefits from cover. But that was pretty bad. That was a 3. I will try again.
21 will hit.
There we go.
I assume you're shooting at yellow ogre.
Yeah, I'll shoot a yellow ogre. I'll kind of choose the one that hopefully other people will be able to focus.
All right, the arrow sticks right into the great muscles of his shoulder, and he roars in pain. And he looks around and realizes, like, he looks at the arrow and he looks at the dwarves and he looks at the arrow and he looks at the dwarves, and you can tell he has figured out that arrow did not come from the dwarves.
He's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yes. All right, pink ogre, otherwise known as Ogre.
What does it take to get aggro around here?
Okay, so Ogre is going to...
Pogert.
Yes. Ogre is going to flick a giant chain at one of the dwarves, killing them instantly. That is the end of her turn. Okay. Orange Ogre, otherwise known as Ogre, is going to shake his head after that fireball and looks around but doesn't see where it came from, so kills a dwarf in front of him. No. Ross. You're muted, darling.
Ross.
Sorry, I'm done drinking my tea now, so that should stop. All right, now that Ross is properly coiled, he's going to assume the leaping position. His eyes get that narrow alligator slit, and with a a push off from the ground, he is going to fly.
But Wiggle EXE is loading.
But Wiggle EXE. Why is it not working? It's pick up the thing and then hold Q? There we go.
Yep.
120 feet to engage with the ogre.
Whoa!
All right, the ogre gives a shout of surprise and unhappiness and roars something in ogre speak in a croaking, growling speech.
All right.
You think it is not anything complimentary about you.
To meet roar for roar, I'm going to in Draconic shout loud, which is the Draconic word for attack, and I'm going to expend a bonus action on that to get Goose to engage or to take an extra move action this round.
Not the Draconic.
He's going to dash.
Yeah, she does not have the effects of a fly spell.
Unfortunately.
All right. Anything else there, Ross?
I'm just going to finish moving Goose her distance. She actually gets an 80-foot dash.
Okay, the stuff with the squares with the stones in them are double move though.
Sure.
They're difficult terrain.
You mean like these squares that she's moving into now, or you
yes?
Because it looks like there's a whole bunch of stones under her feet.
They're background stones, and those don't count.
I got
those
you.
are decorative.
So she begins leaping from large rubble to large rubble.
Rubble. Okay. In that case, it is Yogur's turn. Yogur has engaged with Ross, and yells something that you're pretty sure is something awful about your lineage, ancestors, and or general family tree.
I mean, if it makes a difference, I understand and speak primordial?
No. All right, so it takes the chain and loops it double and then slings it at Ross.
Rude.
May I offer you a holy moly, a 29 to hit, which is a crit. And then you will take 27 points of damage.
Oof.
You are grappled and tangled up in the chain. You are restrained, which means that things have advantage to hit you, and you have disadvantage to hit things.
Mm-hmm.
Very tempting.
Yes. And then it chuckles darkly. I'm going to put a restraining marker on you.
A little fist for grapple, I think.
No, handcuffs for
No.
restrained. Oh, fist for grapple too, but yeah.
How
All
many
right.
different effects can we pile on grass? You
Right.
can
All
use
of them.
so
All
many.
of them. All right. Mira.
Well, at least half of them are good.
Mira, noticing that her friend is now not in the best of conditions, will set out at a dead dash, where she is right there. She's like, "Oh god, I need to get in range," and that's the end of her turn.
Easier said than done.
Right?
All right, Silvio.
So the good news is that I do not have to worry about maintaining concentration because Ras is not grappled, so I can let that drop. But that's good, so that then I can scooch over a little bit where I can see both yellow and orange. And I will unstring my Bandor, and I will remind them of one of the greatest hits of the 90s about the Wonder Wall. So they have disadvantage on their wisdom saves, which turns into a normal roll because of your shenanigans.
Yep.
And actually, before I do that, for yellow in particular, I am going to use... Ogre. I'm terribly sorry. Ogre in particular, because I really don't want Ross to be fucked up like this. I am going to use the rarely used version of Bardic Inspiration that I have that will give it a negative on its next saving throw.
A negative. Yeah.
D8 negative on its next saving throw as part of my Unsettling Words class feature.
Nice.
Okay. It's 5 off.
Will a 17 make the save?
Did you roll?
I'm just asking. I'm trying to save time by just saying, if a 17 won't make the save, then I'm just not going to even roll it. Because that would save time, but now that we've had to explain it...
I mean, a 17 would make the save because...
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Even that high at this point.
That's all I needed to know. Alright, here's Ogre, and here's Orange.
Okay, so yellow, both of them make. Fuck me.
Sorry, man.
Wow.
That is unlikely.
You gotta change your playlist up, man.
I rolled an 18, or I rolled a 16 and a 20.
Oh no, that was just straight bad luck.
Yeah. Alright, anything else, Silvio?
No, I have used my... I'm going to go move behind a wall because...
Because you're you?
The walls will never betray you.
That is the end of me. I passed turn.
Unlike these
All
dice,
right, the
clearly.
dwarves rally, and again with a ragged cheer. This one here attacks to aid Ross's first attack. This one here attacks to aid Ross's second attack.
Ugh.
Wildfire. They don't know how many attacks you have, I'm guessing.
Surely he has two.
Surely, as a melee character who is of 7th level, he has 2 attacks.
Ugh.
You're guessing? It's the way the smart money would bet.
Yeah, I mean, I would bet that way.
In fact, it is your turn.
I think actually in Dwarven Lands, it's illegal to be a martial character that's 7th level doesn't have to attack.
Yeah, I think so.
They're kind of a lawful society.
Okay, is there disadvantage, Paige, is there rough terrain going through these rocks here?
Yes.
Okay, so I will go, let's see here, just 5, 10, 20, scramble around to here. How far am I away from 100 feet, huh? And they have resistance to fire damage, huh?
No, they don't have resistance to fire damage. They have resistance to, they roll with advantage against spells.
So they're bullshit. Gotcha.
Yeah. Did you just see what happened to my bullshit? Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. You can't count on me to roll that high. All right, I put rough outlines around the stuff that is difficult terrain.
I will send a slew of magic missiles to the one Ross is engaged with in an attempt to make him not die instantaneously.
All right.
Good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like 11.
11 damage.
All right. Take 11 damage. Okay. Anything else?
Not on my turn.
Victor.
All right. I will bull my way through some difficult terrain. And then I will also send some magic missiles after the ogre. Mine, of course, will be +2 arrows. But,
they are magic and they are missiles, though.
still the same deal. I don't mind missing, but not when Ross is kind of in trouble. So let's hope the +2 arrows can help with that. This time though, I feel like 14.
I don't know. Yes, a 14 hits. Awesome. All right, the arrow goes flying through the air, leaving behind rose gold trails of glitter and a sound of hymns in Elvish, and pegs. It's clearly going to miss the ogre. Like, you have shot wide. There was a gust of wind. It was clearly going to miss, and then curves back to hit the ogre.
I mean, it only curves back because of me. Stop attributing that to your +2 arrows, there, lady.
I mean,
I didn't say what caused it to curve back.
everybody knows that if you swing the bow while you let go of the arrow, it'll curve the arrow.
You put a backspin on it.
I am bloody. All right, the ogre is bloodied and bruised and clearly quite angry about literally everything.
Well, after taking the range with the first one, I easily hit with the second for an additional 19 points of damage.
Alrighty.
So it's not a problem anymore, right?
No, I mean, it's still here.
That's all I got.
Okay. With that, it is Ogre. All right, Ogre is going to kill a dwarf. And with that, it is Ogre, Orange Ogre. That, I'm going to kill a dwarf. Blam! The chains fly around them, and blood slings off the metal as the dwarves are taken down. Ross.
All right. Well, I seem to be in a bit of a pickle, and I'm just going to go out on a limb and think that I'm probably not going to win in a strength-to-strength fight with an ogre.
You can use dexterity instead.
Well, remember.
Sure.
So are you raging? Because that gives you advantage on all strength checks.
Oh, that's true. I'm not raging yet, but it is just a mere bonus action away. And you know what makes me upset?
What makes you upset?
Being grabbed. Like, it just...
Doesn't it
an invasion of my personal space.
of consent? Like,
None whatsoever. So, just as angry as can be, I'm going to attempt to break free.
all right, I will
Now-
need you to make a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check. Your
Now,
choice.
I will say,
Mhm.
these dwarves were giving me a bonus. Does that apply to breaking grapple?
Sure, whatever. That's not really the way the rules work. Ron's going to make a face, but it's heroic. Let's do it.
I'll take it.
It's fine.
All right, so I've got advantage from rage.
And you already had advantage from rage anyway, so it's not really
Sure,
that
that's
much.
fair.
You got this. You got this.
Not with a roll like that,
So
I don't.
close, though. You're so close.
So
If
Ben,
only. Yeah.
I have an inspiration. It gives me a D8.
A D8. And if you fail, you get to keep it.
Ooh, okay. I
I
won't
love
get rid
that
of
if
it
you
yet.
fail, you get to keep it.
Yeah, that is really helpful. So I'm going to add a 6 to that for a total of
All
a
right.
22.
You overpower the ogre's grip and bust free of the chains. And he looks really confused. Like, how the hell did you do that? He looks at his hand, looks at you, looks at his hand. Like, there's a lot of thought processes going on for this poor ogre.
Don't make it sound too impressive. I overpowered his pinky finger. Okay, but yeah, no, I will take that. let's see. So I've bonused, I've actioned. I think I'm done.
Alrighty.
Oh, I can. Nope, I'm done.
All right, with that, it is Yogur's turn again. The ogre engaged with Ross. Is going to flick his chain at one of the dwarfs, catching him around the neck and cracking it with an audible snap.
Ooh.
Doesn't like that you're getting help. Mira.
So you're okay now, Ross, right? Like everything's cool over there?
I mean, my left arm is hanging loose, but other
He
than
doesn't really use that arm anyway, so...
right.
And I think you used your bardic inspiration, so I'm going to...
Yes, I did. Guys, I only got 4. I was so close.
Mira's gonna jog up to this pile of rubble here, effortlessly, and she's gonna dig around with her pouches and pull out a little iron bar. And she's gonna kind of wheel it at the. Well, she's gonna start with the middle ogre.
Okay.
Kind of wave it at that one, and then sort of swipe to the left to also catch Yogurt.
Okay.
And they're each gonna give me a wisdom save, please.
All right. I assume this is a magical effect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one went through. Let's try that again.
You're targeting the ogres with hold person?
Yep.
I don't think they're humanoids.
Yeah.
Are they?
They
they're not?
are giants.
They're giants.
They might be
take it
giant.
all back.
It's not like when it says humanoid, it doesn't mean shape. It means like there's an actual definition of.
Okay.
It
That,
wouldn't even work on. It wouldn't work on Silvio either.
in that case, that's some bullshit because she would have not run quite so far had this been the case. But she's here now. That's what
live and
counts.
learn, right?
She looks down at the spell and like, fuck, humanoids. And will instead pull out a small piece of jellyfish and sort of crumble it between her fingers, causing a Nadirian column to appear right there on Yogurt.
Oh, the Nidarian column. Let me go get it.
Oldie but a goodie.
I mean,
Some things are just worth the calories. So to speak.
right?
So it's gonna enjoy. Well, you'll give me a Constitution. Yeah, it'll give me a con save.
Is it 10 feet?
It's
Yeah.
a 5-foot radius, so yeah,
Yep.
10 feet.
And you're putting it on Yogurt?
Yeah, that's a good spot for it. I can't really overlap with anything else right now, so.
All right, and then I will give you a Constitution save. Oop, that was the wrong way. So I have a 24 and a 12.
Oh, because you have extra con save?
I am resistant to magic.
Paige, you're muted.
I am? I shouldn't be.
Not.
Oh, I can't hear. Weird.
Can y'all hear me?
I'll disappear. I'll come back.
I can hear her.
Okay.
They're gonna enjoy 7 points of Nidarian damage.
Okay. They are still way bloodied. Silvio.
Sylvia's going to peek around the wall, and is going to see that his good friend Ross is still pretty fucked up. Or rather, is more fucked up than was before. And let me check range real quick because it'd be real poop if it. Perfect. So he is going to cast a spell that he has just learned. I am sure this will work out fine. He's going to call out the beast within Wraths, and Wraths is going to turn into a giant ape.
I mean, at the last, as Ras hears his name, he kind of like looks back over his shoulder.
So he's now huge, which means he needs to go up another size category. And I have provided him his stat block.
I am bigger than Raszilla. I'm not sure how I feel. Ras Kong is bigger than Raszilla. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
You know it's awesome.
It's
It's
pretty-
pretty great.
And that is what we call proactive healing here. And then I go back behind the wall because I am again concentrating on the spell.
Very nice. Okay, so I am unfamiliar with the polymorph rules on hit points.
So you get
The polymorph hit points are you get the hit points for the creature, and then when they're out, you stop being that creature, and then you go back to where your current hit points are.
Excellent.
It's like a new buffer of hit points.
Oh.
It's like healing, really.
Here's your 157 points of bonus hits or bonus hit points.
This is great.
Yeah,
Okay.
the ogre makes a decidedly unhappy noise as you do this, and a ragged cheer goes up from the dwarves again. One scrambles out from under your feet, looks at you, and then kicks the ogre in the shin as hard as he possibly can.
Take that.
To distract it, so you feel like your first attack has advantage. The other one's like, ah! Takes a spear and stabs it into the ogre's toe, and you feel like your second attack has advantage.
Because now you got 2 attacks too, brother.
Wildfire.
Wildfire will move slowly, limp forward.
Why are you limping?
I mean, I'm moving through difficult terrain as described to me by my GM.
That doesn't make you limp.
He's gonna take it one, pull up at a time.
That is true. 30 feet is still awful. 90 feet is still awful. He will toss another fireball out, I think. Yes, he'll toss another fireball out.
Hitting Yogre and Orange Ogre?
Hitting all the ogres.
You have decidedly fewer dwarves to protect at this point.
Right. Probably the same spot, actually. Yeah, the same spot. Because now I have to protect 2 dwarves and a Ross.
Alright, so Yogre has a 17, Orange has a 9, and Poger has a 12.
Okay, good. So 2 of them fail. 33 full. 16 for half.
Sorry, I owe you. That's just a dex check.
You owe me nothing. You
I
owe
owe
me
you nothing.
nothing. Again, as I step forward, a wave of energy rushes forward, covering Ross and all the dwarves in a magical veil of protection as the bead of fire travels out and explodes across all of them.
But Joe, I get 157 hit points. What am I supposed to do with all this?
Give them to the ogre in bite-sized pieces until he chokes on them.
Don't give them
Okay. With that, the ogre crisps and chars and falls back onto the battlefield. Thump. And the dwarves are cheer again. The 2 next to Ross are slapping him on the knees, yeah, man, that was awesome. All right, Victor.
All right, Victor will continue to struggle through the difficult terrain, getting a little bit closer to the fight. I'll shoot some arrows at Orange Ogre. Sharpshooting as normal. These will be normal arrows since Ross is very, very out of danger. A 9 is not going to do it. And a 12 is probably not going to do it either.
That was rough.
Nope.
Well, I've had some good luck recently. so-
My dice have been so hot in this fight, and your dice have been so awful in this fight, and that is a hell of an inversion. Because this is the same group that 2 weeks ago walked 3 fights, just bam, 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 done.
Yeah. It's weird when you have the right tool for the job.
Uh-huh.
I need +3 arrows, I think, is the
answer, yes.
Yeah.
All
Probably.
right. Anything else there, Victor?
No, I'm done.
All right. Poger walks away from the dwarf next to them. She's like, this is no longer a worry of mine. And strolls up to Ross. And how do I do with critters that are bigger than me?
Hopefully not well.
Punch them a lot?
Yes, and she whips her chain at Ross's arm, trying to grab it.
can't.
May I offer you an 18 to hit?
Yeah, that hits, but like you can't put Raskong in chains. That didn't work out for New York. It's not gonna work out here.
Let's find out. All right, you will take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and she seems like very alert and ready, and kind of checks at Orange Ogre over her shoulder. Orange Ogre steps up. He attempts to catch Ross's other arm in chains. .25 will hit for 11 points of bludgeoning damage. You are grappled, restrained. Your escape DC is 17. And it is your turn.
All right, so with the restrain, I can attack them with disadvantage. Is that right?
That is correct.
I mean, I'm going to be fighting a losing battle here if all I do on my turn is break grapple. So I'm just going to go with it. So for some reason, Paige, I've got this burning desire to just beat on my chest and show them my teeth. And then bring both of my fists down on top of them.
Both ogres or one in particular?
We're going to go with one in particular. We'll go with purple.
I have pink and orange.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. I was thinking poker.
Here's the thing. As soon as he puts his fist on it, his grip is going to cause it to go from pink to purple.
I knew that joke was coming, sir. You may have point of inspiration. It's an oldie but a goodie.
So I'm at disadvantage, Paige, but I can't help but notice that we've got this advantage from the viewers that I would love to use.
It would be heroic.
Who told him about that?
So that's going to be a 26 to hit.
That'll do it.
For 14 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Good hit.
Ogre is looking super tore up, and like you can see where you've brought your fist down, like her shoulders out of socket. But I told you that she and Orange Ogre had kind of locked eyes and looked like they were coordinating. Mm-hmm. As soon as you hit her, Orange Giant flicks his chain at your ribs.
His chain that's currently restraining me?
Yeah, he pulls it back and then flicks it at your ribs. A 27 will hit for 17 points of damage.
That is rude.
It is.
17?
1-7, yes.
All right. And I'm not just saying this to make it up, but I will point out that Gelatinous Rube just got us our second inspiration for the night.
Woo! You should thank Lord Cocculus for that.
Of the demon wet pits.
No,
Thank
of
you.
the lust pits.
Thank you, Lord Cocculus of the Lust Bits.
Yes.
I'd like to use that inspiration as well.
Go for
We
it.
can't stop you.
Excellent.
I mean, you can.
That's the best kind of being able to do something.
We'd have to tackle him or something, honestly.
That's a 16, though.
To do what? Hit him? Like they got
Oh, shoot.
16 hits.
Hold on. Did it not complete? Hold on. Am I just a liar here?
Maybe.
I might be lying. I'm sorry, y'all. This is very confusing. Oh, it didn't. That's
Lord Cocculus is tricky.
All right. So let me give you another roll just to see. I'll take the 16 anyway.
Fair enough. So I will take 26 points of bludgeoning damage, huh?
That's
on Ogre?
On Poger.
All right. As you do that, you actually grab her up and murder her expeditiously. Unless you'd like to leave her alive for some reason.
I see no need to do that.
How does the ogre die?
I mean, in a bloody pulp, I would think.
Fair enough.
And the best part is, Paige, if I'm not mistaken, her chain is still wrapped around my wrist. Is that true?
It is. If you'd like it to be, it can
Okay.
slide loose.
I would.
Prefer.
I would like it to be wrapped around my wrist.
There it is. All right. That's Raskong. Mira. You're muted, dear Andrew.
How fascinating! Mira's gonna move a little closer just for the hell of it. I mean, she'll never regret this decision. And she'll take the little nub of Mother of Pearl and shift the Nigerian column right over her friend here. So, if that friend will in fact give me a con save.
All right. I offer you a 25.
Well, it will still enjoy 9 points of Nigerian type damage.
It is torn up.
Stingy.
Ah! Anything else?
Nope.
Silvio.
Sylvia will peek around the wall where it's shattered and look over at the one. It's like, that stinging is the last thing you're going to feel until you die. Keep on commuting with himself.
All right.
Such words. Oh! Hang on.
But a moment.
But a
We've just got a new subscriber.
Brother Flounder 47.
Yes!
Alrighty, dance.
Play
Over
the
the
music, dance so they regret it. Subscribing to us.
Yeah! Thank you, Brother Flounder! Woohoo!
It doesn't look crazed that it's not right.
Brother Founder,
Praised is how we do things around here.
Dang right.
what have you done?
All right. Serious face. Back to the dwarves.
Ugh.
Wait, it's music. There we go. Killing me real tiny. All right. Silvio. No, you already did the thing. You attacked. I saved. I failed. I'm taking 4 points of damage. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
My
Mock.
train of thought sometimes wanders off.
We danced. There's dancing involved.
And then we danced.
Yes. All right. Anything else from Silvio? You're going back behind the wall.
Going back
Dwarves.
to the embrace of my stone wall.
All right, this dwarf right here lets out a Battle Rager's cry and charges this ogre. This one does the same. So does this one. This one actually charges up and stabs her spear right through the ogre's toenail.
Excellent.
Ow. Dang.
This one comes up and actually she jumps and is now swinging from the ogre's chain. So you feel like you will have advantage on 2 attacks against them.
Excellent.
Wildfire.
Wildfire will move forward. As a free action, he'll give Goose a little pat. It's okay. It's okay. Ross will be back eventually.
She is just struggling with this one particularly large piece of rubble. She's like a dog that can't get up the stairs.
Yeah, I pat her. I give her a little pat. Free action pat.
You get an inspiration point for patting Goose.
Excellent.
Like, being nice to pets is automatic inspiration.
You also know that does give our stream a yes on the Can You Pet the Dog website.
Yep, that's
Aw.
true.
Yeah.
If I'm DMing, you can always pet the dog.
You can always pet the dog.
100%.
And then I will direct my magical energies at Orange Ogre, and he will feel his blood begin to boil from the inside.
Oh, no.
Oh, that damage is going to be wrong, though, yeah.
Is the damage wrong?
Yeah, because it
Okay.
should be that.
Oh, whiz save.
Yeah, it should be D12s.
Yeah, it should be D12s because he has some damage.
I offer you a 13, sir.
Then he takes 12 necrotic damage.
All right. Blood begins to boil out of his ears and his nose. You feel like he is almost dead. Anything else from Wildfire?
Nope, that's it.
Victor.
All right, I'll move up on the rubble. I see the ogre on its last legs, so I will shoot normal shots.
All right. A 19 hits. And with that, the ogre keels backward. Boom. All right.
Raskong is victor!
Yes.
Ross, calm down, Ross. Calm.
I
Bring
mean,
it back
can we
like an
vote?
H.
Who likes Ross Kong? and can we keep him?
That's true.
All right.
Yeah, we should definitely keep him.
Like 57 minutes, sure.
Oh no, Paige! Like Raskog is not done. He is beating their bodies. He is going to make sure they don't get up again.
Just not the head. We need this to turn in.
Mira kind of turns to I don't know, let's say Wildfire.
Mhm.
He goes, if they're already polymorphed big, can I make them bigger? Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You want to pop a enlarge on top of the already huge? Let's do this.
It's one of those things I never thought about. Like, can we
So-
put the things on top of the things?
The dwarves all run over to Ross and are like chest bumping his shins. I mean, for ankles, it's all they can get.
You
I
are
mean,
their god
I am-
now.
I am highly confused by this ritual that they've got, but Paige, I will say that it suddenly sinks in just how warm I am.
Feels
Like,
good,
that,
man.
that soothing feeling gets Ross Kong to just kind of like a peace washes over him. It's like nothing he has ever experienced before.
He looks at the camera, single tear rolls down his monkey cheek.
Yes.
Is Ross gonna
Endothermia is a wonderful thing.
be, is Ross all about the dwarf pile now?
Uh-huh.
I think he's just more about the fact that he's warm-blooded.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
All that body fur.
And layers of fat. Oh, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the dwarves are. One of them switches to English and says, "Come on, mate! There's more this way."
I'm gonna go pick up Goose and bring her with me.
Okay, she's very confused, but you smell right, so she goes with.
I don't know. That begs the question of what effect does polymorph have on a character's smell?
Goose
think
knows.
No,
Goose knows.
that's fair.
Fair enough. Lead the way, good dwarf.
Excellent. This is a hell of a offensive they've got going here. We've never seen one like this. They have a fucking genius behind their lines somewhere.
Well, that's not good.
I have questions.
This genius does not happen to have a banner that has a giant elephant skull on a purple field, perhaps. Just making sure.
What's an elephant?
I could show you, but I have already turned him into an ape.
These ogres are following a new leader called let's see, they've been yelling it. It's Gulpraknesh.
Gulpraknesh.
Yes. It's hard to translate from the original ogre, and I can only spell it in Dwarvish, so Gulpraknesh. Spell it however you fucking like.
Well, that is troubling, but it doesn't change our plan, which is to help your companions, the other dwarves.
Yeah?
Yes.
Like,
Unless,
I'm not
like-
one to look a gift monkey in the mouth, but you ain't from around here. It's the wrong time of year for us to roll out the welcome wagon, but if you want to bust some fucking ogre heads in the meantime, we are fucking ready.
Capitan, do you need to apply your uniquely large sword to these heads so that we can pick them up to present as a gift?
yes, we should take the second it'll take to do that. So I'll chop them off and hand them to Wildfire to put in our sock.
Blink.
The dwarves are obviously anxious to get underway, but when they see you taking the heads, they're like, oh, okay, sure. They step back and allow it for a moment. All right, do you run to closer towards the dwarven fortress to see what the next fight may hold?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's not like an obvious opportunity for us to go attack Gulprashnak directly, is there?
Well, you look around and you don't see anybody with hello, my name is Gulpreshnik on their chest.
All right.
I mean, it is his first couple weeks though, so I mean, he should still be wearing his name tag. We just gotta find him.
So one of the scouts said something that she might be up at the front gate, but I heard tell that one of our units had been captured over there, which is new. They never capture dwarves; they just smash them flat or leave them alone. So we were thinking about rescuing. Want to come with?
Of course. Raskong, could you carry me?
I will pick up Victor in the other hand.
And
I will pick up not
Wildfire.
Victor. Wildfire.
And I send Hewitt off to go do a detailed, like I'm riding him I'm seeing through his eyes the entire time, getting a full lay of the land so we know what we're going into.
Okay. All right. So ahead of you, did I take you with me? Yes. So ahead of you, you see an old fortification, long crumbled. As in the other place, the walls have been tumbled down, but there's moss growing on top of it. It's obviously very old. However, there's some big stones around that look newly plopped down into the dirt.
Okay.
And when I say they've been plopped down into the dirt, I mean they're buried 2.5 feet into solid stony ground.
Okay.
Is that a straight down buried, or is there like track marks where they've skid to a halt?
Wildfire can make me some sort of ballistics check.
Ballistics check?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna need some kind of hint there.
Pick intelligence skill, Arcana. Sure, Arcana covers back.
Arcana sounds great.
I mean, it's the Arcana of gunpowder. Let's do this.
Yes.
Trajectories.
Oh, that was an awful roll.
All right. So you look around and you hear a whistling sound in the air, and way over on the far side, you see catapults throwing stones. And
Okay.
you think that these might be catapult stones.
Sure. Okay.
All right, so Hewitt flies around, and there's 4 ogres just kind of lounging here. They're armed with big, like trees, like they're clubs the size of trees. Let me go see if I'm lying to you or not. No, big clubs the size of trees, 2-handed clubs, and they're just kind of like standing there and chatting and talking, and occasionally like saying something, and they get a big snuffling laugh.
Sure.
Over it. But Hewitt also sees, with her sharp eyes, over to the side, there's a quartet of dwarves that has been... No, I want you to go to... Roll 20, fighting me. Go to Token Lair.
Come on, roll 20. You can do it.
Yes, a quartet of dwarves that have been thoroughly tied up over there. They look pretty bruised.
Okay.
One of them is wearing that gold-washed armor of command.
Okay.
And they look, their heads are drooping forward, and occasionally they move, so you know that they're alive, but they definitely look like they're in rough shape.
Okay, do we, based on the terrain, do I think I could guide us to get behind them so we could kind of come in from the dwarf side?
No, the fighting is actually really bad to the southwest.
Okay.
Like, it's just a solid field of ogres.
Okay.
So you think you're gonna have to come in from the northeast.
Okay. So we're gonna be coming in over there.
Here.
Okay.
Or northeast. I said northeast. The fighting is really bad to the southwest.
Sure.
You'll have to come in from the northwest.
Okay.
Directions are hard. All right. Let me go get some tokens.
Sounds good. So once I have fully gotten the lay of the land, I will inform everyone of kind of distance and location and placement of our enemies here.
Excellent. Hopefully we'll be able to get the drop on them.
I hope so as well.
Yeah, and it's only like maybe 10 minutes of wandering to get over there.
Excellent.
You have a few small fights with like a single ogre or wounded ogre or whatever, but you easily just blow through those.
Do I know anything about this specific kind of ogre we're about to face?
make me a do I know anything about this kind of ogre check.
What are ogres under?
I just don't know. Suggest me something.
Probably. I mean, they're. Ogres are probably nature. Tasha's has a recommendation. Good luck.
Oh, do they?
They do.
This is something I didn't know about Tasha's.
Well,
Yay!
All right.
Could you move the dwarves to the rear guard position page?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we're not putting them out in front.
They are giants, correct?
They
Yes.
are giants.
They recommend history.
Okay. The dwarves refuse to take a background position. This is their battlefield. They insist on leading.
Okay,
Well, they only move 20 feet around, so we just walk faster than them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Or 25, regardless.
You get there and they are still chugging away behind you.
But in command, chugging away from behind in command.
Well,
And
they're
with them-
trying.
With them as
All right.
rear guard, I won't have to.
Okay, Paige, I have a 20 history.
Excellent.
For,
You think that these are Aglarondian hill giant gate breakers.
Okay.
And they have these huge two-handed clubs that they kind of carry like with handles on them. They don't like hold them like a baseball bat. They have handles on them, and they swing them like that. And they are really good at blocking a path, which is amusing because they bash down doors and they also form like a defensive rear guard, and they're hard to get past.
Do they also have the strange mystical resistance that we saw in the last group of ogres?
Yes, the Aglarondian hill giants and Aglarondian ogres all have magic resistance.
Okay. I will inform my allies of that information. These ogres are they're rather deadly in melee. They have very large weapons that hit very hard. They're often used to destroy emplacements, so be very cautious. And they have resistance to magic, much like the other ogres we faced. So be cautious.
Yeah, they have a peculiar guardian stance that they have, and it's very distinctive. It's kind of like horse stance, where they kind of dip down and then hold the thing, and so it's a very diagnostic way to identify it.
Excellent. Well, let us begin this thing.
All right, perhaps they will do this. All right. Anybody would like to roll initiative? They sure would.
Okay, so we have no ability to get surprise on them?
No, you can totally get surprise on them.
Oh. We would like to try and get surprise. That would be great.
Yes, I'll just put everybody into initiative and I'll skip their turns.
That is literally how surprise works in 5th edition.
All right, that's all the bad guys. Are all my good guys in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Woo, Victor, 22. You got things to do and places to be. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Before you do, this time I guarantee you that thanks to Bologna's efforts, Paige has gotten an inspiration. Because she is a cruel and angry god.
That's fair.
And wants
That's
nothing
fair.
more than to destroy our faces. And Bologna wants to help.
Thank you, Pinocchio.
We also got that player inspiration that you didn't end up using.
We
because
did.
after you rolled, I put points into it so that we did have it.
Excellent. Also, HR would like to let you know that that is an infraction that you will see on your annual review.
Oh no!
Oh, HR.
no.
Why are you so silly?
All right. I will take advantage. I will move towards them 30 feet. And then I will shoot Ogre with my longbow. And I'll use +2 arrows this round.
Okay. Is Poger purple ogre or pink ogre?
Ah, it is pink ogre.
Okay. Poger's armor class is certainly not 19, so you hit the ogre dead on and do 15 points of damage. The ogre looks around and goes, "What?"
And I hit him right in the face when he looks around.
Uh-oh. Yes, I will take another 16 right in the face.
And,
He roars in anger.
and I am done.
Okay. Ogre is surprised. Dwarves are not. They run to catch up with you. Silvio.
Great. I shocking no one. I viciously mock purple. Give me a wisdom save. You have advantage.
I know, and I thought I pushed advantage, but perhaps I did not.
-1.
Cool. You take no damage because you rolled a 15. That's my turn.
Technically, because I'd already rolled 1. Technically, the -1 is my second roll because I'd already rolled 1. So
Okay.
we'll take 6.
6 points of psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on your attack.
Great. Remind me of that when I try to hit somebody.
Roger.
Mira. Can't have miracles without Mira, but you're muted, Andrew.
Words are hard. This pile of rocks directly under me is difficult terrain, correct?
Well, it's not directly under you, but it's headed that way.
That stuff that you're currently outlining in green
Yes.
is all right. Mira is going to just sort of gracefully lope across it like a gazelle. She's really used to, trekking over this kind of stuff in her field work. And she's like, "Oh, thank you, geometry."
And this, kids, is why we take geometry in 7th grade, so we can play D&D better.
She's got like this tiny piece of fur, and she's rubbing the amber rod against it really, really fast until a single spark comes out and starts to roll down towards the line of ogres, and it gets bigger and bigger until there's a ball of lightning that is just rolling on down and crossing all of their paths.
Yeah, that is lightning bolt formation if I ever saw it. All right, bunch of deck saves. I am not good at those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going left to right there. So 15, 10, 14, 12, 18.
Your number is 15 overall, so you've made
2 saves,
Two of
first
them.
and last.
Yes.
Oh, I rolled
Your first save was against my vicious mockery. 3.
Oh, sure. So
Yep.
it's 10, 14, 4, 18. So 1 save, that'd be poker. All right, how much damage, sir?
So overall, for those who did not make their save, they're going to enjoy 34 points.
Oh,
Damage.
well done.
Very nice.
Nicely.
Take that, average.
That is awesome. All
And
right.
those that don't make it will enjoy, or that did make it will make 17 points.
I mean, Russ Kong just lays down. He's clearly not needed here.
Get back up again.
And then she'll be like, I absolutely haven't painted a giant target on my back or anything.
I'm sure to be fine. All right. Yep. Ogres are still very surprised. Ross.
All right. Unfortunately, I think I know the answer to this, but as a giant ape, I don't get any of the benefits of being a barbarian, do I?
No, I think you operate just off your stat block.
I
correct?
believe you are correct.
No, you
but
get being a giant ape.
I wanted to check just in case. So I'm going to gently as I can, set Wildfire down. And then I'm going to move. Let's see, I've got a 40-foot move. And Paige, with my 40-foot natural climb speed, am I at all bothered by any of this difficult terrain?
Oh, no.
Oh, good.
No.
Oh, good.
between your size, your height, and your climb speed, it is just not even a thing.
Excellent. And I'm going to come over here and with
Why would
one
you
hand.
stand there?
That's true. I can actually be up here because
Why would you stand there?
and I'm going to with Goose in one hand, bring my mallet-size gorilla fists down onto. I mean, what are we going for poker? If pink is already poker,
Purple's just got to be purple ogre. That's what happens.
Perpoger?
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna bring my fist down upon Perpoger.
Alrighty. Perpoger is super startled by all of this.
So
that will hit, and boy, howdy, that hurts.
the second one will also hit. Man, I'm nothing if not consistent
nice.
tonight.
Right?
This time with 2 14s.
and
the
I'm
total
dead. Like,
of
I'm
46
super dead. Like I went from healthy to dead
I mean, Goose
before surprise was over.
Goose is like ready to spit, and then she's just
Like-
like this isn't what we practiced at all.
the giant gorilla is really throwing her off.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's surprising. I'm not gonna lie. It's surprising.
Well, she's
I
not
mean-
used to being treated like a teacup poodle.
That's
It's
fair.
true. It's true.
I did not realize that in all of our discussion that our chat has already decided that it is either Indiegoger or Kickstoger. So
Indiegoger. I like Indiegoger.
Indiegoger,
Indiegoger.
He gets a name and then he dies.
Whoever came up with Indiegoger in chat, you get a point of inspiration in your next D&D game. Tell your DM I said so.
I believe that was Also Tiger.
Well, Brian, you get inspiration in your next D&D game. You'll probably be 59 before you play again, but 30 years from now when you play, you'll have inspiration. Okay. Ross. So that was Ross. Yes, that was exciting. And also had a splash zone. Like the ogre next to him is going. Like, of all the things that ogre expected, giant monkey smashing his buddy to death was not on the list. All right, so wildfire, what you got? Let me guess.
Wildfire. No, I'm gonna waste a fireball on these guys.
Pish posh, pish posh.
Move up to there, and then I will scorching ray per ogre.
Okay.
Bonk.
Oh, look at that.
Hit for what is that? 1722.
22.
Nice.
I'm dead.
Dead.
Haha!
Dead.
Excellent.
So 2 down, and the round is over.
That's how surprise rounds should work.
As a free action, I take out a scroll and I mark one more under my tally column.
Fair enough.
Go team.
Victor.
All right, Victor does some quick adventurer mental math and realizes he can't quite get to Boger, thanks to that annoying, difficult terrain. So I will at least get between Wildfire and the Ogre for what it's worth, and put a couple arrows into Boger.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and sharpshoot these guys. These are normal arrows, though.
Okay.
You got this.
No, 9 is not going to do it.
You don't got
Nor,
this.
sadly,
Wow.
does a 10.
I gotta say,
You need to degauss your dice, man.
I'm not getting a random distribution of numbers, but I will not be. That is fine. I will drop my bow, and I will draw my greatsword. That's what I need for a little bit of luck.
So you drop your bow, and your greatsword's already in your hands. You don't
Yes.
actually have to draw it. It's very excited. All right. Anything else from Sir Victor? Action surge.
This is our third fight without resting.
Okay, fair enough. Bloger is like, what the actual hell just happened?
I know. I was surprised I missed you with 2 arrows too.
He's very insulted. He does not think you're bringing your A game.
All right, and she strolls over there and tries to whack
Oof.
Ross Kong.
I'll hold Goose up so Goose can't be hurt.
And I crit.
Oh,
Good.
So she she takes the two-handed thing and swings it right at your ankle. It's like, you know how you clip your ankle with something and it really hurts. It's like that. And you may have 25 points of damage.
Done.
Which is all I can do. All right, the dwarves finally catch up. They get just to the edge of the board. They're like,
Bad news, everybody. I'm almost halfway out of my temporary hit points.
Cilio.
Well, they're not technically temporary hit points, but we know what you
They
mean.
are hit points and they are temporary.
We know what you mean.
Oh, wait.
Is it?
Come at me, bro.
So Sylvia comes over here, looks over at Yellow, and he says, "You know, you wish you could hit this from way the fuck over there, you dumb ogre." He wants me with the save.
Ogre.
There we go.
That's my big old -2 working for me.
You may have at least 2 vicious mockeries with 7 vicious mockeries
Oh
worth
my
of damage.
So much mockery.
Comes up in a couple rounds. You will have disadvantage as well, and then I end up over here behind. You guessed it, a wall.
Please remind me when that ogre tries to hit anything, assuming it gets to have a turn. Why not?
I mean, Mira might just remove it from existence.
I mean, I can't help but notice that they did not get out of lightning bolt formation, so...
Now had a chance to move.
It's
Only 2 of them, it's real hard to get out of lightning bolt formation, too.
yeah,
it
real hard.
Yeah, pretty much impossible if you could get anywhere on the board. So
Yeah, you got to work that 4th dimension a little bit. I think.
Probably not quite worth another lightning bolt at this point, though. I'm not gonna lie. Mira's like, we're gonna do the math here. We're gonna just open up a little thermal vent under Bluger there. So,
Okay.
if it'll give me a dex save, we can find out just how much thermal vent it gets, which will be very minimal.
Dex save. I'm not real good at those either.
You might get the full. All right, you're
gets
not.
all 4 points of damage.
Hey, every point is sacred.
Man, that's 4 times as good as Vicious Mockery.
Not this vicious mockery.
I was gonna
The
say.
mockery of vicious mockery is really priceless. Okay. Oh my god, an ogre gets to go. Okay, Yogre. I'm not super smart.
Good.
Don't put yourself down.
Like that, it's really you're being too hard on yourself.
All right, so he runs up here, takes one look at Ross, and decides to whack Victor. Like,
Remember that you have disadvantage for you are mocked.
Thank you.
You was devastated. You're devastated right now because you're so big.
ooh, 10 and a 14, that misses. All right, Ross Kong.
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring the hammer down on Yogre then for having the gall to attack somebody who is not me.
Oh, while right next to you, sure. It's like they don't know.
17 to hit to deal 21 damage.
That'll
And then the second attack will be a 27 to deal 26
slow down. So your first was on Yogre, right?
Yes.
Which is now dead.
Excellent. So then Booger?
Indigoger. No, Bloger. That was Bloger.
Slugger.
Bloger takes 26 damage with my 27.
And he's out. The dwarves are just like, yay.
Hooray!
They gave us
told you guys. This is pretty great.
We did it!
all right. We will release the prisoner dwarves quickly before more ogres get assigned to this area.
From my perch up on the wall, I'm going to keep an eye out for any ogres coming towards us.
Okay, so from up there, given your relatively perceptional self...
Actually, I'm only a 14 in this form.
Don't your mental stats stay?
No, they do
Okay.
not.
30.
I had to spend my off time looking that up. Thanks, Ben.
Hey, look.
Hey.
I'm playing a barbarian ranger. I'm not supposed to be spending my downtime looking up spells.
You know you can
guys-
cast. Well, just forget it.
And you guys, always make fun of me for taking time to have to look stuff up. I just offloaded all that to cloud.
A plan without flaw.
Yeah.
So you do see an ogre that has like fine clothes on and what looks like monstrous sized plate mail on, and she holds a hand outstretched at a bunch of dwarves, and purplish blue bolts of energy fly from her fingers, like just mowing down like a whole squad of dwarves.
How far is she away from me?
So,
Like 300 feet, 400
Ugh.
feet.
so when Ross sees that, he's gonna let the rest of the group know.
What's he saying? What's so damn urgent over there?
And Ross charges them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coda, you may have a point of inspiration. That was so funny. Everybody gets inspiration.
I mean, she's within range of my longbow, so
I mean,
Yeah, but because of the curve of the earth, and there's other stuff there, and the hill, and other stuff, you don't have a line on her. It's not just a flat plane.
I understand.
in all seriousness, you
20
said
feet off the ground on the wall, and then another 20 feet taller than that, you could see her.
you said how far away?
400 yards.
Okay.
400 yards.
Yes. Did I say?
That-
I meant
You
yards.
did said feet.
Okay, that is fine.
Long way away.
Well, I will run in front of Ross, and I'll gesture to Silvio Mir et al. To free the dwarven prisoners as I try and keep us together for a few moments before Ross charges off.
No, I'll hold up a little bit,
Okay,
and also try not to crush Victor.
yes, I appreciate that.
So you free the dwarves,
Yep.
and your other dwarves catch up to you, and there is
Heads.
Yes, once
Hey.
Ross has calmed down, I will get hits.
I sent Hewitt to keep an eye on that evil ogre
okay.
from a safe distance above her.
Sure. So this is kind of what you see.
Yeah, I'm also monitoring
Oof.
that ogre.
Oh God.
This is the ogre that is wearing plate mail and throwing spells from her hands. These are two big, brawny-looking ogres, and they are also wearing plates and have great swords. These ogres are more of the chain-bearing type.
Paige, I take out a small pearl that I have in my pocket and whisper to it. I get back a spell slot.
All right, these dwarves are getting the fuck out as fast as they can. The field is littered with catapult stones that are just like drifting up against the door.
Sure.
There's a huge armored door here, and it looks uncracked, unfazed. It's still shiny, like
Sure.
dwarf engineering. And it's not like the entrance of this door is 40 feet across. Like, that's just protective area around it. The actual door going in is only like 15 feet across.
Giant doorway. Itty bitty door.
Well, it's like they know they get jumped on by the ogres every time. All right. You know what? We're not in combat now. Thank you. No, I said... Gosh.
But roll 20 wants it.
Roll 20 is very excited.
You just showed another map. What do you mean we're not in combat?
Right? So the dwarves gather up around the officer, which is shown by the gold token here. And they say, look, the officer says, it's time to retreat back in. The fighting's getting too heavy in here. Let's head in, heal up, and take these civilians to the leadership, shall we? Appreciate the save. I'm in your debt forever.
Glad to be of
Who
assistance.
are you? All right. What was your name?
My name is. My name. Yes, my name is, he says, and then it fades to black.
What?
It was all a dream.
Paige, fade to black, we'll find out next week, is a very old and traditional dwarven name, okay?
I just wanted to point out that I caused the end of the game tonight by my sheer force of will. But
That's true. You talk to a person.
The world pushed back.
Fade into a cutscene.
I know. Alrighty, so on our way out, I would like to say a few things, but I would like to say them to our outro music. There we go. Music? Yes. All right. Thank you. The cats in the light. That's exciting. That is a big jump reaction from me because a while back on our stream, one of our lights actually attacked us, and it was hilarious. But I'm kind of jumpy around lights.
That's pretty amazing.
It's true. It attacked Ben, but I was very surprised on my own. Thank you, lights, irrespective, for joining us on this adventure. Please follow and subscribe on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, support us on Patreon, or at least like us on iTunes. You can find us at Feats and Fables at all of these platforms. Roll20 is our virtual tabletop. Our music is by Kevin MacLeod of Incomptech.com, as served by Roll20. Our maps are made in Incarnate. I think all the maps tonight were from Incarnate. The art for our NPCs is from the Hero Forge token generator. I'd like to thank our listeners and supporters, especially... Give it to us, Coda.
Tonight we had our followers from... I've lost my notes. Tales from Two Wolves, thank you for the follow. Brothers Flounder, thank you for the subscription.
Yes!
And Kurgosh, thank you for the subscription as well. And to all of you who are contributing bits and channel points, thank you. Y'all keep our chat lively and interactive. Wouldn't do it without you.
Absolutely. We love having you with us, chat. So please join us next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time to see what happens next. And follow us to
Adventure! I missed that one.
You totally
Bye, y'all.
See ya!